Hello, and thank you for trusting me to read for you. I also wanted to say thank you for being on my live where we created that deck. It's actually at the printer right now, so we should be able to read through it and with it not too long from now, so probably like 10 days, I think. So I'm super excited that you were on there for that. It was a very fun experience. So I'm going to go ahead and do your video reading for your life path. So I'm just shuffling the cards. I think that's one of the fun things about being able to do a video reading is as close as you can get to doing it in person. You can see what's going on. So the other thing to remember is on my YouTube channel, when I use the camera that I'm using, sometimes it zooms in. And when it zooms in, I pull a clarifier from the tarot deck and we'll get more information. Also, all of my readings have bonus cards. And today we're going to be using the chakra affirmation deck that I created so that you can feel which chakras need to be like balanced or which chakras have a message for you. Also, the tarot card deck that I'm using is the Crystal Unicorn Tarot by Pamela Chen. So what I'm going to do is pull the cards for the first 5 and the second 5, and then we'll do the bonus cards. So the first one is, am I on the best path? Are you on the best path? And question number 2, should I share my path? Should you share your path? Question number 3, should you ask for help? Question number 4, are my spirit guides with me? Okay, and then we'll do the 5th card, which is just some tarot insight. So for me, tarot insight just is more like talking points or information that comes from the tarot. So let's go ahead and get started. Question number 1, am I on the right path? Yes. The world needs you. Don't worry. You are fulfilling your goals. All is well. What a beautiful message for a life path reading. You know, I feel that sometimes when we're going on our life's path, we do have a fear that we're going in the wrong direction. And we want to make sure that while we're here, I feel like your soul wanted this reading. Like you needed some reassurance on a soul level that you are going in the direction that your soul wants to go. And I feel that you're very in touch with yourself. You're very in touch with your own energy. And I feel that you are following your intuition. It's very interesting. Like I have this vision of you standing on a path and there's like nothing in the way. It's very clear. It's not clear behind you. Behind you, I see this like rocky mountain way that you kind of have made it through the wilderness. I heard that song. So like you made it through some major experiences. Like you've got experiences under your belt. I see you as this like warrior person who like knows what they're doing. You're very strong. And it's like, as it says, the world needs you. The world needs that strength. You have fought some of the demons that sometimes people don't even want to face. Like you've faced some big energy and you've done very well. And it is your best path, Avery. No. Sorry, Avery was trying to jump over the computer. Should I share my path? Yes, obviously. If you're paying attention at all, you will know the answer is yes. So definitely share your path. You are a very clear energy. I feel that you are very positive. You are very knowledgeable. You have educated yourself. You really have taken the time to make sure that you are doing the things that make you happy. And that's beautiful. A lot of people don't do that. So then card number 3 is, should I ask for help? Yes. Dream. Nothing is off limits when it's a dream. Now, I don't feel that you will need help, but I feel that the helpers that you pick will need you. So I feel that you are fiercely independent. You are very open to the things that you need in the world. You are just doing a fantastic job. I feel that there's a lot of things that you know. And there's like a way of knowing like how you know mentally and then how you know in your soul. And you are very clear with what you know with your soul. You can't get up there. I was trying to hold Avery, but that didn't work. Okay. Number 4, are my spirit guides with me? Yes, undoubtedly. When you get rid of doubt, your desire will show themselves to you in miraculous ways. Okay, so the only thing that I am feeling coming from your energy with this whole situation is that the doubt that you have is I'm trying to feel it because it's so small. Sometimes I feel that you doubt how sure you are. There's like this feeling of, when I say small, I mean like 1% doubt. And that 1% is really like this moment where you know what you know, what you know, and nobody else thinks that it makes sense, but you know. And the thing is, sometimes that, okay, here's a story. I had a friend who was pregnant, and I don't do this for like on my Etsy or anything, but for my friends and close family, I can tell what the sex of the baby will be before it's born. I see these visions, and I shared with my friend. I was like, "Oh, you're having a little girl," and she was like, "No, here's the sonogram. Look at this clear indication that it's a boy." And I was like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you, but that's wrong." And she was like, "You can't be so sure of yourself." And that is the moment when you are experiencing doubt. When the thing that you know is so far off from what everybody says, and they're putting evidence in your face, and you're like, but my intuition and my gut says that this is true. And I'll tell you what, they had to buy a whole new nursery when their daughter was born. And sometimes when you know what you know, what you know, the doubt that creeps in is very minuscule. But there is a moment when you're like, oh, well, that's a sonogram. That's a picture of the baby. And I'm saying I know something different. And I never faltered. It was me and one other person. He never did either. He's like, you're having a girl. I can just tell by the way you look. You know, some people we can tell by different pieces of the story. And you can too. And that doubt comes in when it's like, somebody said to me one time, not everything is how you see it, Sarah. And I was like, but I know you're lying. Like I could tell they were trying to like change the subject. And you know, and you need to work on that tiny bit of doubt that you feel. And it's fleeting and it's not anything to really worry about. But honest to God, we got this far in the reading and I thought, this person doesn't need anything. This person knows what's going on. But yeah, that's something that your guides really want to share with you, is that little bit of doubt. I mean, sometimes we have that just because it's the beginning of the situation. I would have, if I had never okay, back to the baby story. By the time I got to that family, I had told probably 6 or 7 people the sex of their baby, and I was correct each time. So I built up trust for myself in my accuracy. And I feel that you need to really pay attention to how accurate you are, because that's going to build up and it's going to remove some of that doubt. It's actually going to replace some of that doubt, because you're going to be able to say, oh, well, I've done this 8 times and it's been correct 8 times. I can trust that if it feels the same way, if I'm doing the same thing, that I can trust that my guides and I are working in this situation and it's okay. So then your tarot insight is showing as the Fool. So in tarot, the major arcana goes from the Fool to the World. So the Fool is like the first card. It's on a journey. So you can see the unicorn has like the knapsack where they're getting ready to go on the journey with the cat. So you've really started some new journeys. I feel that our conversation here actually removed the last little bit of doubt. I believe that you are on a new journey, and it's going to be huge and spectacular. My goodness. a lot of people are going to listen to what you have to say. So start putting things in an organized way, like a file that you keep of these things that you're removing your doubt for. A journal, if you will. All right, so let's move these out of the way. We'll do the second 5. So we're going to do what is my passion? What is my passion? And this is a yes or no card, so I'm going to pull that after I pull these other ones. So that one is, am I on the right path? And then we'll have some more tarot insight. And then we'll say, what signs have been sent? And then we will have, what is blocking me? And then we're going to pull a card, am I on the right path? All right, so let's go ahead and do this second half. So, what is my passion? And this is showing as the energy of the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands comes in and they're like free-spirited and they are like excited. They're like creative. They travel. They do all kinds of things. I feel that you sometimes in life, when we're thinking about our paths, we forget that a life path is a continual path. You can't get off the life path that you are currently on. You can just change directions. And I feel that what's happening in your life right now is, it's really funny. My spirit guides actually told me this the other day. I was thinking about storms and being a sailor and traveling in storms. And then I was thinking, it must be so nice when the storm is over and there's just no storm and there's no wind. And then my spirit guides were like, you're describing the doldrums. So in the ocean, there's parts where sometimes the wind won't blow and it won't move the ship at all. And they're called the doldrums. And I really saw the way that that coincides with life, where if you are here on earth, your goal is to learn lessons and to grow and to experience things. And when you don't do that, your soul is like, this is dull. And I feel that things are going well for you right now. And it feels like, well, in some ways, this is starting to become dull. It's like a Groundhog's Day experience where like you worked so hard and now you're like, okay, well, what's next? That's where I kind of feel where you are. It's almost like a crossroads experience where you're picking, where do you want to do now? What do you want to do now? What do you want to do with the information that you have? Or are you ready? I feel like in some ways you're ready to start like a whole new path, a whole new way of discovery. Like you're ready to go in a whole different direction than your path has currently taken you. So then the clarity on that Knight of Wands is the energy of the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about celebration. It's about other people coming in and saying, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. And I think in some ways you've been almost feeling a little bit lonely in your path because you're wanting like a group of people and those people are coming in. So hold on. Life is going to get different for you. It's not a tower moment. So it's not a things are going to fall down. It's that you've been building such a good foundation that you're going to be able to show and tell other people how to build their own foundations. So the next one, am I on the right path? Yes, you earned it. You've kept your goal in mind. You've stayed the course. You've put in the hard work, and it's time to reap the rewards, which is really interesting because my palm just started itching. I feel that you are definitely on the right path, and you really know it. I feel that you are a very it's really interesting. My words elude me when I'm reading for you, which doesn't happen very often. I'm very articulate. But no, you have this energy that's very like put together and calm, and you're a very good leader. I feel like you've been a leader in a lot of lifetimes, and it's just really like, oh yeah, you're recalling some of that to be able to use it in this lifetime. So then the next one is Tarot Insight. This is showing as the energy of the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is about things being unbalanced. It's about one-sided giving. Like this one's not giving anything. This one's just measuring everything. And I feel that it kind of landed on that one for him. I love pulling cards for people. I always hate it when I get a reading and there's like 3 cards. I like 15 cards. Anyway, so, you know, there's this energy where you got to make sure as you go forward, you're going to be helping so many people that you need to be alert and aware of people taking advantage of you. So that's going to happen because you have a lot to offer, and we have things to offer. People are like, oh, well, I'm going to take advantage of that offer. So it's not a bad thing. When people are taking advantage, it's not necessarily a bad thing. They're taking advantage of what was offered. It's like if you put a table out and you put $101 bills on there and you were like, take one if you want, and the first person came along and took all 100. Yes, we would want them to share, but we didn't set up a boundary. We didn't set up a sign that said 1 per person and hand the dollar. Like, you have to make sure that when you're working with these people that you keep control of what's going on, because you're the person with the blueprint of the path, and other people are going to come along and they're not going to be as strong, they're not going to be leaders, but they're going to come in and almost like try to tell you how to run things. And you need to make sure that you set up the boundary that that's not going to happen. I feel like you're very good at boundaries, but your guides really just want to articulate that. So then the clarity for that is the reverse magician energy. The reverse magician is about wasted resources. And if you're not putting up boundaries on how you're helping people, it's going to waste your resources and you're not going to be able to help as many people. So think about that way. Not that you don't want people to have something, but that you want to make sure that the people who are working and coming in are getting what they need. Make sure that it's fair. And I feel that you're really good at understanding fair. And someone coming in and taking all the bills is not fair to everyone else. But if we don't have boundaries up, then whose fault really is it? We could say, oh, well, they're greedy, they're selfish. But did they really just take advantage of what was there? And them taking advantage, did they really do anything wrong? They didn't break any boundaries. They didn't steal. They didn't do anything wrong. They just did something that we didn't like. And if you have people in this situation who are, oh, well, I don't like how they're doing that, or somebody in the group says, well, I don't like that they do X, Y, and Z, you have to take the control. Otherwise, you're going to waste your energy. So then the next card is what signs have been sent. So funny that this is the card for this, because the Four of Cups is about feeling a little bit unfulfilled. But the biggest piece is, if you look at the card here, they're looking at the 3 cups, but they're missing this one right here. They're not seeing this big emotional thing because the unicorn's looking at these. And you got to make sure that you're looking at this and not this, because this can creep in. But also I feel that you're missing some of the resources that could be there for you. And in some of that, I feel like that is what you're not seeing, that because of the blockage. So let's see what the blockage is. The energy of the blockage is the 2 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles is about a choice. A choice. This or that. This or that. This or that. You're in a place where your guides really want you to start paying attention and being able to get what you need. Now, let me look here. There's one. So it's really interesting when you're reading for tarot that you want to pay attention to what's here, but also what's not here. So there are 4 suits in the tarot. We have cups, wands, pentacles is what has come up in yours. So what we're missing, or what we don't have, is swords. And in tarot, the swords cards are about your words. It's about what you want to say. It's about this energy of reason. And so in some of this, I feel that you're not speaking up. Either not speaking up to be the leader that you want to be, or not speaking up and saying, hey, everybody, we're going to go do this, because people will follow you. All right, so then let's go ahead and we will do the bonus cards. These are the chakra affirmation cards. We're going to do 3 of these just to kind of see what we need to see about your chakras. So you can use these for like journaling or, okay, these two came out together, so I'm just give you those two because, like I said, I like having a lot of cards. So we're going to see, this can be for like what you need to balance, what you need to meditate on. Ask your spirit guides, even before I flip the cards over, tell me how I need to use this information or show me how I can use this information. All right, so let's go with the first one. Money. Money flows to me. I feel that it doesn't really feel like money is something that you worry about. I do feel that money flows to you easily. I feel like a lot of things are coming to you easily. I feel like even when things are hard, you have learned this ability to make things not feel hard. You feel like you're in charge of them and things are going well and money flows to you. So beautiful. The next one is your throat chakra, which is so crazy because this is the energy for the swords that I was talking about. Expressing, I speak for my best interest. It is in your best interest to start moving forward with the ideas that you have. As human beings, a lot of times people say, oh, well, what's for you won't pass you, which is not true. It's like a bus. The original bus that you were supposed to catch could be gone. And you have missed the opportunity of that bus. Now, will other buses come along? Yes. But we can miss an opportunity. And I feel that some of the ways that you specifically could miss an opportunity is by not speaking up and saying that you want that opportunity. So then this one is another throat chakra card. Compassion. I have compassion for the people in my life, which is exactly why you're supposed to be talking. You're supposed to be saying how you feel. I feel that you don't like confrontation. And just because you're sharing things that don't match what other people want or like does not mean that you're in a confrontation. And the clarity for that is forgiveness. I forgive any past sexual transgressions. So I feel that that is a piece. Let's pull a clarifier. That is part of your journey. That's part of the healing that came up. And I feel like that is kind of what you're sharing with people. Wow, my ears are really ringing. That is what your guides are wanting to have you share. Like, how did that work? How did they forgive that person? How did you ever get over that? How did you, there's going to be a lot of questions. And the clarity card, you don't want to hear this. The clarity card on this is the energy of the reverse Nine of Cups. And that is about being dissatisfied. It's about not being happy. So I feel like it's really interesting. On the last card, I feel like we got like into the depth of what's going on. And I feel that that having unforgiveness puts you in a place where your energy is so low that you cannot get the wishes and dreams that you're looking for, which is what happens when it's upright, which is also interesting because we have another tarot card that's not a sword. So I feel that part of your mission, your path, your way you're going to help humanity is through your journey that you are working on and have been working on with this experience. All right. Well, thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. Thank you for being on my live the other day. I always say lives are awesome because of the energy that everybody puts into them. So thank you for being there. I can't wait till you get to see that other deck. And thank you for trusting me to read for you. I look forward to reading for you again.